All the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis, they accept Nikunjani verses. So we are discussing, and
Sorry,
actually,
Martin.
so, pardon?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah?
It's like your signal, it's crackling.
Let me see if it's outside. Huh?
Yeah, sorry.
Hare Krishna, Hari Bol. Is it better
Yes.
now?
Yes, now it's a bit better. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So we are
Hare
discussing today, I think, Madhurya Kadambini, right?
Yes, Madhurya
Madhurya
Kadambini,
Kadambini.
page 446. End of page 446.
Yeah, all right. Okay, end of page 440. Madhurya Kadambini book which is about what are the different anarthas. So let me quickly pull up the book. Is engaged from wordless and engaged in transcendence. So here, Tatrakramaha Ahanta Mamatayor. Now the sequence in which I and mine is engaged from worldliness and described. As a material sense of I and mine remains to be in material sense. But if by chance a speck of Shraddha appears in a person in such a condition, and he thinks I shall become a Vaishnava and Prabhu Shri Bhagavan will be the object of my service, then a saint, Gandha of spiritual disposition will manifest, and one will become qualified for bhakti. So, I shall become a Vaishnava and Prabhu Shri Krishna will be the object of my service. So, this is the mood. I want to be the servant of Krishna. Bhavanta Nirvana Charan Nirantara Prashanta Nishesha Manorathantara. Padaham Ekantika Nitya Kinkara Saksha as a servant. The greatest thing in the world is to be known as the servant of Bhagavan. Dasu Bhagavan, I want to render service to Bhagavan. So,
Voice is not clear, Maharaj.
yeah. Then a saint, Gandha of spiritual disposition will manifest, and one will be qualified for bhakti. Thereafter, this saint of disposition will be sadhu sangha. So it is very, very important that we engage in sadhu sangha. Krishna Bhakti Moola Hare Sadhu Sangha. That the association with the saintly persons is the root of Krishna Bhakti. So if you really want Krishna Bhakti, then you have to associate with the Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastra hai, Navamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi hai. Even a momentary association with a sadhu will bestow Krishna Bhakti. At the beginning of Anushtita Bhajana Kriya means Nishtha has not come in the heart yet. One has not developed Nishtha. One is. So this sense of I and mine is engaged in spiritual reality only partially. So, Ekadesha Vyapini, and its absorption is in materiality is complete, Purna. With the awakening of Nishtha, one's sense of I and mine in relation to spiritual reality is extensive, Bahudesha Vyapini, while absorption in materiality is almost complete, Praiti. When Ruchi awakens, one's sense of I and mine in relation to spiritual reality is almost complete, Praiti, whereas it only partial in relation to worldly matters. So you see that when Ruchi comes, one's sense of I and mine in relation to spiritual reality is almost complete. So one will start identifying with the spiritual objects when you come to the stage of Ruchi. But one will still have some a sense of I and mine in relation to the worldly matters, but only partial. Only partial identity will be there. When Asakti awakens, one's sense of I and mine in relation to spiritual reality is complete, Purna. And only the mere scent of it remains in relation to a worldly conception. At the stage of Bhava, one's sense of I and mine in relation to spiritual reality is absolute, authentic, and apparent continuation of that sense in relation to worldliness exists only as a semblance, Abhas. Finally, at the stage of Prema, the topmost goal, at the stage of Prema, the topmost goal, one's sense of I and mine in relation to spiritual reality is supremely absolute. Purna Parama Atyanti, without the slightest trace of materiality. So, Piyush Varsali Bhakti, with the performance of sadhan bhajan, the sense of I and mine in connection with worldly and mundane objects is gradually relinquished, and one becomes devoted wholly to transcendence. So, for example, right now, in material condition, someone may think I am an engineering student, I am a medicine student, I am an architecture student, or I am a housewife, or I am a husband, I am the father of two children, I am grandmother, I am American, I am Chinese. But when bhakti will manifest, then one will sense I am Krishna Das, I am Radha Dasi, I am the maid servant of Radharani, I am servant of Krishna, like this. So one will start identifying with the spiritual objects. Right now, if you ask where you belong to, where do you put up, what is the place of your residence? It's, you transfer in Durban. I live in Darnal, this, that. But Srila Swami Maharaj used to say, the Vrindavan, Navadvip is the place of my bhajan. And Mumbai is my office. And Vrindavan is my eternal home. Back home, back to God, going to Vrindavan. So our home is actually, eternal is Vrindavan. Vrishabhanu Pure Janamalaib Javate Vivaha Have Brajagopi Bhava Haibe Swabhava Anya Bhava Nara. But you know, Thakur said, Vrishabhanu Pure Janamalaib. I will take birth in Vrishabhanu, Varshana, at the house of some gopi, from the room of some gopi, house of some gopa, and then in Jagat to some gopi. And I will develop the mood that I am Braja, and no other mood will prevail. This is called transcendence. So this mood will not develop so much at the stage of say Nishtha. Some semblance will develop at Ruchi and Asakti and Bhava and Prem. So basically, in our Gaudiya Math, they don't use Siddha Pranali right away. That you are this gopi, you are Rasgulla Manjari, Jalebi Manjari. They don't do that type of Siddha Pranali. Gurudev told you, Siddha Pranali is Tunadapi Sunichena, Tarorapi Sahishna, Amani Namaste, Kirtaniya Sadahari. That is your Siddha Pranali. Your Siddha Pranali is to become more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. giving respect to everyone else and not expecting any respect in return. But also, um, certainly, Siddha Pranali from qualifications. Yesterday I was listening to Prabhupada Shastri's Katha, I was studying that there are some Babas who give Siddha Pranali right away. The day they are initiated, they tell them, you are this Manjari, this is your dress, this is your color, this is the name of your husband, this is the name of your mother-in-law. So this is not correct. He was telling that Siddha Pranali, at least for 12 years, they should chant 1 lakh holy name. Then some hint of Siddha Pranali should be given. Prabhupada Shastri was telling. He's from Babaji Sampradaya, but he also was of that opinion. Because it makes no sense for a person with so many anarthas to tell him that you are this Laddu Manjari or Rasgulla Manjari or Kachori Manjari. What benefit? Rather, Gurudev will give you some powerful mantras. Gopal mantra, Kam Gayatri mantras. And by chanting this Gopal mantra and Kam Gayatri mantras, you will develop very strong attraction for the Jugal to show. Then automatically that mood will come. So what mood should come? The mood should come that first mood will come, I am servant of Krishna. Hare tava padai kamula dasanudaso bhavitasma bhuya manosmaratam supater gunaste trinotu va karma karo tukaya. O Lord, I am your eternal servant. Let me render service, profuse service to your lotus feet while glorifying your qualities by my tongue all the time. So let my tongue be engaged in glorifying your qualities and let my hands be always engaged in your service. So this mood will come. Or one will be very eager to meet Bhagwan, Utkantha. What type of eagerness will come? Tamasira viravodyan majjatam plavanam Plaivaipatrusitanam svaduvarshiva megha Nidhirivinanam tivra dukha mayanam Vishegavakushalam bhukha shauri. Just like a person who is suffering from some dental pain or some high fever, cholera, dysentery, he will wait for doctor to come. Like that, he will be eager to meet Krishna. Like today we went to Ayodhya. And in Ayodhya, while coming back to Lucknow, there was very hot sun. Suddenly, after some time, some wind started blowing, more like a whirlwind, and it cooled down. But then we were looking for myself and Damodar Prabhu. We purchased one bottle of water, 1 liter, what 20 rupees. We drank half and half of it. So that time we were eagerly looking for some water to quench our thirst. It's natural. So like that, you should see. And suppose a rich man, suppose a poor man, suppose someone needs some money to immediately pay off debt or to get his daughter married or to get his son admitted in engineering college or medical college. And that person is very eager to see money. He wants some money badly. So, or his mother is sick and he needs treatment money for the treatment of the mother. So if that person finds the money, how happy he will be. So that happiness a devotee will receive when he sees Krishna. So there should be eagerness. Like we should develop the eagerness like Vrutracharya. Let's not call him Asur, Vrutrasur. Let's call him Acharya. Vrutracharya. He never became Asura. His body may be an Asura body, but his mentality was a devotee mentality. He was Chitraketu Maharaj in past life. What was his eagerness? Ajatapaksham iva mataram khaga stanyam yatavat satarakshudhartha priyam priyeva vishitang vishanna manoarvindakshadidu. He's calling Krishna. You are lotus-eyed Krishna. Ajatapaksham iva matara khagaha. Just like a baby bird is hankering for mother bird to come and feed some grains in the mountain. Just like a calf of a cow is waiting for mother cow to come back from the pasturing ground and give the teats in the mouth so that calf can suck some milk and quench the thirst and hunger. And then, suppose some girl's husband or lover has gone to some far off country, how she will eagerly wait for her husband or lover to come back. That is how I am eager to see. So we'll start identifying like this, with these higher and higher sentiments. So sequence in which one is able to meditate upon Bhagavan. Evam cha bhajana kriyayam bhagavata dhyanam vartantaragandhi kshanikam eva nisthayam tadhyane vartantarabhasa rucho vartantararahitam eva tadhyanam bahukala vyapi asakto tadhyanam ati sandram भावे ध्यानमात्रम् एव भगवन् भगवता स्फुरिपूर्ति प्रेमणि स्फूर्ते वैलक्षणं तद्दर्शनं चेति. So these are all commentary in Sanskrit. That's the reason we want to start a Sanskrit school in Vrindavan. Because if you know Sanskrit, you can understand the meaning even without reading a translation. That's the beauty of Sanskrit language. So Sripad Dandi Maharaj is emphasizing again and again, start the Sanskrit school. Start the Sanskrit school. He's telling, insisting again and again. So it is important that we start the Sanskrit school because Sanskrit is such an important language. Whether it is spirituality or the fields of Ayurveda, Yoga Sutras, Patanjali Yoga, all are crafted in Sanskrit. Similarly, at the stage of Bhajana Kriya, meditation on Bhagavan is momentary and tainted by worldly topics. So when we are chanting, Bhajana Kriya is beginning with meditation. Japa. Yajnanam japa yajyosmi. Japa. But Japa also times many worldly topics come in heart. Devotees tell that Maharaj, when we chant, so many worldly topics come in our mind. And so many worries come in our mind. What will happen? How will my boyfriend think about me? What will my wife think about me? What will happen tomorrow in the job? Will my boss fire me? What is our job security? When will my daughter get married? When will my son find a job? I know money for paying rent tomorrow. Where will the money come from? So many worries come when we chant. But is there any cure for your problems other than chanting? Let me ask this question. What other recourse we have? What other way we have to escape the worries? What escape we have? What other shelter we have? Because after this accident took place in Orissa, they actually asked one Baba, Bhageshwar Dham, one Dhirendra Shastra Pandit, a scholar, and he is a recipient of Hanuman's mercy. And they told him that why you could not divine it, that this such a ghastly accident is going to take place. Why didn't you give the warning? Then he told that even Krishna could not avert the Kurukshetra war. Krishna tried to bring about a peace, but he could not avert the war because Kauravas and Kauravas were hell-bent on having a war. They refused to give even the land, plant a needle. So where is the question of averting the war? There is no question he could avert the war. So he said, this is some destiny, some karma also. So what I'm saying is that that accident is nothing but our karma. Understand? Accident is karma. And how to burn the karma? Then there are two ways to burn the karma. One way is to follow Ekadashi, and the second way is to engage in Nama Sankirtan. Hearing Srimad Bhagavatam, we are going to the temple, serving the cows, massaging the bodies of the cows, keeping the cow dung in your pocket. These are the ways to avert your accident. Accident happens due to karma. Yastvindra gopam athavendram aho swakarma bandhanropa phalava janamatanoti karmani nirdhati kintu cha bhakti bhajam govindamadi purusham tanam bhajam. That everyone has to suffer the consequences of one's past activities. But those who engage in the devotional service of Sri Krishna, those who follow Ekadashi and chant Hare Krishna mantra, all their karmic records are destroyed by Chitragupta, the accountant of Yamaraj. He will write off and he will scratch and remove all the records of their sins. Vipante duritani moha mahima sammohamalambhate satankam nakharanjanim kalayati Chitragupta kriti sandandamatpakasutavithau vedhakam vaktum nam pareshwaram vidashate. When we start chanting the holy name, all of our sins start trembling. They have to exit our system immediately. Bewilderment personified is bewildered itself. The gods like Brahma and Indra, they began to ready the pray for worship of a person who chanting him. Because they know that very soon he will fathom, he will cross the 8 layers of the material universe and go beyond the material Brahmanda and into the spiritual planet of Vaikuntha. So the final time they want to have the darshan of such a chanter and offer him arti. So what benefits accrue by chanting? So we should never worry, oh, whether my train will meet an accident, my car will meet an accident, whether I will have an accident while crossing the road. Don't worry. Don't be afraid. Just chant the holy name. There is nothing in your hand. Everything is in the hand of Krishna. Like this Krishnamda Prabhu used to tell, oh Krishna, if you are happy to see my sorrowful condition, then I am also happy to see you happy. And therefore, even my sorrowful condition becomes happy because you are happy to see my sorrowful condition. Something like this was praying. Very tricky language. So Krishna was, Swami Maharaj also told that you are sending this me to America. American people, they are in Tamogun and Rajogun, mode of ignorance and passion. How will I bring home the topic? How will I convince them about the Bhagavad philosophy, which is Nirgun, transcendental? But you are making me dance like a puppet, so make me dance. Krishna, you make me dance. So with never worrying about his health or his old age, he sat on Jalpita. He was not afraid. Srila Gurudeva also resumed his preaching when he was the ripe age of, I would say 75, because he resumed his preaching in 1996. He was born in 1921. So he was exactly 75 years when he resumed his preaching. Now, most of the people in the world, they try to retire at the age of 75 or 50, 60 or 65. But Srila Gurudeva began his worldwide preaching at the age of 75. Sripad Madhav Maharaj was here and he was telling me that, 3 persons' worth increases with age. He says sadhus, their age will add to their charm and their popularity and their charisma. Older the sadhu, better it is. And you see that because they becomes more and more matured and advanced with the age. So generally in material world, no one likes old persons. Even in the job, if you go, they ask, we want young employees. We want 30 to 40 years old employees. Even after 40 considered for a programming job, 40-year-old persons considered old. Everyone wants old. They hate old persons for jobs. They don't want old persons. They consider them to be burden. They want young persons, agile persons, those who are young. But spiritual life is opposite. The older the sadhu, Madhav Maharaj was telling, more valuable he is. Then also what he was telling about doctor also. The older the doctor, then he is considered more experienced. So anyways, so Srila Gurudev, you see that they never worried about the what will happen to me, because it is, what the Britishers actually, what the Americans and Britishers learned from Japanese soldiers is called harakiri. Harakiri means the Japanese soldiers wearing backpack of explosives, they used to jump in the chimneys of the American ships. The chimneys are emitting very hot smoke and flames. from the burning of charcoal, because these steamships were propelled by charcoal. And explosives on the back, handful of Japanese soldiers, they used to jump in the chimneys and they used to explode their bodies for the country. And so he said, we learned harakiri from Japanese soldiers. Ultimate sacrifice. Sacrifice on life for the country. And when Japanese were destroyed, they again resurrected by working overtime. They didn't charge, the workers didn't charge for overtime. They started working 16 hours, 18 hours at a stretch. And they again, after the World War II, they rose to the prosperity. So you see that even ordinary Japanese soldiers show such great level of patriotism. How much we should be willing to sacrifice our swaha? What does the word swaha means? Oh, my body to Krishna, swaha. My false ego to Krishna, swaha. My wealth to Krishna, swaha. My land to Krishna, swaha. Understand? This is actually in Uma Maheshwar Tantra, in Mahabharata. The highest charity is considered the charity of land. Because suppose someone gives, say, half-acre land for a temple, and somehow a temple or Goshala is built there, sadhus come there, do bhajan, chant Hare Krishna, cows are served there, then that land belongs to the forefathers of the person who donated. And then that land, whatever sadhan bhajan is being done, all his forefathers, one who has donated that tract of land, all his forefathers will be benefiting. But sadhan bhajan sadhus do there, some portion will go in their account. So that's why now imagine the person who donated the land for Ram Mandir or for Ram's temple, or who donated the land for Pandharpur's temple or for Udupi temple. How fortunate that person. So many sadhus, lakhs and lakhs of sadhus come there to bhajan. Like Hesarkatta temple land was donated by one American devotee of Indian origin. So Bhagwati Khan Prabhu. So how much punya he must be getting? Because so many devotees do Nirjala Ekadashi there. All night they chant on Ekadashi day. So many Sankirtan takes place. So many sannyasis come there. So many sadhus come there. Because Dandi Maharaj himself is doing very hard austerities there. So many cows are protected from slaughter. So how much punya he must be getting? Whatever activity is done there, he will be getting some percentage of that. That's why the charity of the land is considered a very high class charity. So at the stage of nishtha, a semblance of worldly concerns remains in one's meditation. Some semblance of worldly concerns remains in one's meditation at the stage of nishtha. And when one ruchi awakens, meditation is free from any worldly topics and continues for prolonged periods. For example, I've seen that people who have taste for chanting, there are tastes actually. There are some persons, I'll give an example of my cousin, my elder uncle's cousin, elder uncle's son. So my elder cousin, his father tried to give him commerce, accounting, tried to make him an accountant, but he never passed the exam. He tried his best. His proclivity, his inclination, his liking was for job of a mechanic, automobile mechanic. And now he's succeeded that and he's making money, he's running his family. Although in India, automobile mechanic job is not considered as white collar and respected as accountant jobs. Accountant job is a white collar job. Automobile mechanic is a blue collar job. But he's making a living and he's happy with that. So it means that one should develop a taste, one should have a liking. Then one will never be tired while chanting. Right now, if we have no ruchi, then we chant 1 hour, 2 hours, then we say, oh, too much chanting. Now I have to go and watch some YouTube movies. Or maybe I have to see some TV or read newspaper. That's too much. Now 2 hours chanting, I do. Oh, that's a lot of austerity. I'm too young to do this type of japa. So instead of thinking that if I had done 16, let me do 32 or 64, we think of doing something else, some other time pass. It means that we have not developed ruchi. But when one develops ruchi, one will continue for prolonged period of times, 8 hours, 16 hours, chanting. Like when devotees there, Kishori Mohan Prabhu, in Rup Sanatan Gaudiya. He tells me, Maharaj, when I chant now, so much rasa coming on my tongue, so much nectar is coming. Anil Prabhuji also tells me that when I chant, nectar is showering on my tongue. I don't feel hunger, I don't feel thirst, I don't remember delicacies and foodstuffs. Now nectar is coming on my tongue. They tell me like this. Some devotees who are chanting, good chanters, they will tell like that. Like Sripad Dandi Maharaj, when he chants, he closes his eyes and is fully absorbed. He's not in worldly topics. He's not in this world when he's chanting. He is already gone to his spiritual world, to Golok or wherever it is, or Gulok or Bhagwan's Bhaumadila or wherever it is. But he's fully absorbed in pastimes. Understand? So that type of ruchi is like that. When asakti develops, meditation becomes extremely deep. So like deep means what is deeper? Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was telling Rai Ramananda, uh, this is okay, but go deeper. This is okay, but go deeper. Uh, Varnashram Dharma, he said, that is external. Then he said, all right, how about Sharanagati? That is also external. Why Bhagwan has to bribe you for surrender? Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshisham mashucha. Bhagwan is bribing you. Surrender to me, I will remove your sins. This is nothing but a bribe. This is not good that we accept a bribe from Bhagwan for doing bhajan. So what we should, so then Raramanda told, he went deeper. He said, Dasyaras. He quoted a sloka from Yamunacharya Stotraratna, that the greatest achievement is to become servant of Krishna, Narayan. Mahaprabhu said, go deeper. Then he talked about Sakhyaras, how Sakhas are climbing on Krishna's shoulder and plucking fruit. Sometimes they are also feeding him their own remnants. If they like any delicious food stuff, they will say, this is very tasty, Krishna. I already tasted it. You also taste it. Friendship with it. Free from awe and reverence. Even go deeper, Mahaprabhu. There he talked about the Vatsalaras. Told about the mellow of parental love and affection. Then Mahaprabhu said, go deeper. Then he said about the love of the gopis. Mahaprabhu said, even go deeper. Then he talked about Radharani's mood of separation and how Radharani completely controls Krishna from Vasanti Ras. And Mahaprabhu said, even go deeper. Then he talked about Prema Vilas Vaichikya, counterclockwise love. And so like that. So our meditation will become deeper and deeper with asakti. We'll remember more and more confidential pastimes. But at the stage of bhava, vision of the Lord, Bhagavad Spurti is experienced as soon as one begins to meditate. So Bhagavan will start manifesting. A vision of Bhagavan will manifest in our heart. That is called bhava. And at the stage of prema, the devotee has an even more extraordinary vision of Bhagavan than before, and finally receives direct darshan of Bhagavan. So when we have prema, certainly we'll have direct darshan of Sri Krishna. It will not be possible before prema. But in bhava avastha, spurti will come. Bhava avastha, the devotee will start sensing Krishna's presence. So you'll see that this is the deeper and deeper and deeper. Every progressive stage. But let us try to achieve ruchi. Actually, the dangerous position is nishtha. Because suppose you have developed the resolute faith in the holy name. That is very good. But you haven't developed the taste yet. Then what will happen? Those who have developed resolute faith in the holy name, but they have not developed the taste, then a fall down may happen. They may go back to the material life. So the Guru is warning like that. Because they have their job, like I had. And I would think maybe it was making very good money in their job. Why not just go back to the job? Maybe I should do 8 hour job and just do 2 hours chanting. And that is sufficient for me. And I will be able to manage my family, and also I will lead a very secure and comfortable life. So such thoughts may come in our heart. What was wrong in my previous life? Like this. Because the taste has not. And that happens many times that devotees return to their formal jobs or formal occupation. And they give up even saffron cloth and get married. Like there are so many examples like this. I don't blame those devotees. The only problem with them was that they had Shraddha and even maybe Nishtha, but they hadn't developed the taste for chanting. Ruchi. Hmm. As a result, they gradually sunk back into the old rut. They again got sucked into the mundane life. Hmm. But if they had developed some taste for Harikatha or Harikatha and Japa, so that's why Bhagavatam says, Tavat karmani purvita na nirvidyet yavata mat katha shravana shraddha yavan jayate. That till you have not developed the taste for my Harikatha, keep on doing your mundane activities. Once you develop taste for Harikatha and narration of Krishna's pastimes and holy name, then no need to engage in any other mundane karma. Simply engage in transcendental activities. If you have developed a taste, now there are so many Babas actually, so many sadhus. They did bhajan, like Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj. He was so much taste for chanting the holy name, and in such a bhava avastha, ecstatic love of God, he was chanting the holy name. If he felt hunger, then he would eat some ashes. If he would feel hunger, he would eat the mud from the Ganges or Yamuna. As a result, he lost his eyesight. Means he never worried about hunger. Like Kabu Chana, Kabu Mana. Like Raghunath Das Goswami, if he is hungry, he used to take maybe little, in a small leaf cup, some buttermilk. Some sadhus eat only some little palm full of chickpeas. And so many sadhus do bhajan like that in Vrindavan. So like that. So because they have developed taste for the holy name and Krishna's pastimes, they become oblivious to the delicacies. Delicacies. Not that they don't taste delicacies. Like Raghunath Das Goswami once he ate some sweet rice. He cooked some sweet rice for Radha Krishna and offered to Krishna and then to Radharani, and then Radharani's remnants he was honoring. And maybe Rup Manjaris and his Siddha Deyas, Tulsi Manjari or Rati Manjari. And then he had indigestion, vomiting and all. So Vithalacharya, the son of Vallabhacharya, brought some kheer, brought the doctors, Ayurvedic doctor, to test the health of Raghunath Das Goswami. And they told that Raghunath Das Goswami has overeaten the sweet rice. As a result, he is having vomiting and indigestion. And then he consulted another doctor and he told the same thing. But he told both of the doctors that it is impossible that Raghunath Das Goswami will eat sweet rice because he takes nothing but some buttermilk, only 1 leaf cup of buttermilk every day. Then they asked Raghunath Das Goswami that, Prabhuji, did you have sweet rice? These doctors are claiming like that. Why would doctors lie? Then Raghunath Goswami said, yes, smiling. He said, yes, yesterday I put some sweet rice in my Manasi Seva and offered to Thakurji and Thakurani, and their remnants of my Guru Rupa Sakya I was honoring, and maybe due to that I had indigestion. So he agreed. So it means that he was offering in the mind, but actually the repercussions were on his body, were seen in his body. So it means that although the service did in the mind, that service is not on mental platform. That service is in reality. Like there was a Brahman, he was cooking sweet rice for Narayan. And he brought milk in the mind, he brought some sugar in the mind, he brought some basmati rice, very high class rice in the mind. He boiled the rice, put some milk, boiled the milk, mixed the boiled rice and milk, and then he added some sweetener to it. And he added some ilaichi cardamom to it. And then in mind, he was thinking that, oh, let me see if this kheer is too hot. So he dipped his finger, because we should not offer very hot rice or hot chapatis to the Thakur. So mind you, if you have deities, then wait for uh, your cooked rice to come to a reasonable cool, temperature. Then you put tulsi leaf. Then piping hot rice and you put on Thakurji's plate and put tulsi on that. Imagine if Thakurji has to take that, and how much his delicate throat will hurt if you offer him such a hot rice. Don't make that mistake. This is a seva apara. So the point I'm making is that that Brahman, he offered that sweet rice. He was testing that sweet rice. He had prepared in his meditation. If it is too hot to be offered to Lord Narayana, and really put his finger in that pot, and it was really hot and it burned, and he was actually blowing with his mouth on that finger. So Narayan was laughing. Then Narayan was inquired. The Lakshmi inquired from Narayan, "What happened? Why are you laughing?" He said, "When Brahman wanted to offer me uh, sweet rice, and he wanted to taste if it is too hot, and when he kind of tested it, his finger burned." Lakshmi said, "I cannot tolerate his separation. Bring him right away." And then, by the request of Lakshmi Devi, Narayan brought him to Vaikuntha. So Manasa Seva is not something imaginary. One can do service to the Lord even in the mind, provided you have a taste for it. If you have no taste for Manasa Seva, then of meditation, Kirtana Prabhave Smarana Harive Sahi Kala Nirjana Bhajana Sambhav. That even if you have no taste for meditation, just chant Hare Krishna mantra loudly. Automatically taste will come, and you'll get ruchi for Harina. And in between, you keep on chanting, "Oh Nimai, oh Nitai, please forgive my offenses." We should ask forgiveness from everyone. We knowingly or unknowingly certainly commit offenses. So it doesn't cost any money to ask forgiveness, but we should always ask forgiveness from Vaishnavas. Prabhuji, Mataji, Didi, brother, Maharaj, if I offended you, please forgive me. I am a conditioned soul. I am a fallible person. I am not perfected yet. I am foolish. So consider me ignorant and foolish. Please forgive me if I committed any offenses. That will ensure that our bhajan will go on smoothly. Because knowingly or unknowingly, we do commit offenses to our neighbors, colleagues, devotees, god brothers, god sisters, and other dwellers of the mud. That happens naturally. Asking forgiveness repeatedly from Vaishnavas is the safest path for developing offenseless chanting. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has delineated all this in this section. The author's prayer for eternal auspiciousness. Madhurya Varidhe Krishna Chaitanyat Udratairasai Yam Vinod Madhurjamai kadambini Jana. The author is praying for eternal auspiciousness. What he is praying for? May this Madhurya Kadambini, which has drawn its torrents of rasa from the nectarian ocean of charming sweetness, Shri Krishna Chaitanya satisfy the whole creation. Today I met on a train, a bus to Ayodhya, an insurance agent. He was working for an insurance company. He said, "What insurance you are working for?" He said, "I work for health insurance." I said, "What is this health insurance?" He said, "If you die in accident, they will give certain amount of money to your descendants. Means your wife, children, your parents will give some money. So that is what they tell like this. I said, "All right, but no, that is fine." They said, I said, "What circumstances this is useful?" He said that this is useful in case of an accident like which very unfortunate accident which took place in Orissa. So in that circumstances, when you are left without shelter, their children or their wives will get some, obviously it is not possible that the loss of life can be, recovered. But some shelter will be there. Now, Mr. Gautam Adani was a very, rich businessman in India. He took responsibility of the children who were orphaned in that accident. He took the responsibility of their education, Mr. Gautam Adani. So some charitable persons like this, rich persons, they are also coming forward to help because this is a very grievous national calamity. This is one of the presidents, and God knows it's premature to tell that, but you know, it seems to be like a sabotage. Sabotage means it is some antisocial elements or those who are patriotic or enemies of India who cannot tolerate the prosperity of India. They have done it like this because how can such a big accident take place? It was some pre-planned, act of terrorism. There are suspicions like this. They cannot be ruled out because railway in India is very punctual. It cannot fail like this. So, thus ends the Bhavanuvad of the eighth shower of nectar named Purna Manohara, absolute fulfillment of the soul's within. Swayam Bhagavan Vrajanandan Sri Krishna is the emporium of all rasa, Akhil Rasamrita Murti. Now we went to Ayodhya today and we saw in Ayodhya that yes, Ram is Bhagavan and we are his servants. That mood is more prevalent. But yes, Sita is sitting, a very charming girl. She's very beautiful wife of Ram and she's serving Ram like a wife. Lakshman is serving like a brother. But all their moods are more or less mood of servitorship. That Ram is master and we are servants. But Krishna is not like that. You can be true friend with Krishna. Like Sakhas of Krishna never think that Krishna is we are servants of Krishna. They are actually servants of Krishna. By constitutional position, every jiva is servant of Krishna. But Sakhas don't think like that. Yogamaya completely covers them. For example, Nanda Maharaj was the son of great king Parjanya Maharaj. Parjanya Maharaj means rain. Parjanya means rain. In the material world, when rain falls, we get the herbs, shrubs, trees, creepers, bushes, plants, crops, all are nourished. So, like yesterday, Sripad Dandi Maharaj was making a point, and he said, someone was not accepting this version of God. Then he said, do you know photosynthesis? Yes, that person said photosynthesis, He said, every green plant has chlorophyll in it. And using that chlorophyll, the green plants, we exhale carbon dioxide. We inhale oxygen and we inhale air and we exhale carbon dioxide. And they take our carbon dioxide and they convert it into cellulose, glucose and whatever, cellulose. And so basically, plants generate food for the mankind using our waste product, our carbon dioxide which we are released. He said, what more wonder you want and what more you want, the marvel of God is magic. He was making this point. So, so Bhagavan can do anything. So why not he can become Sakhas? And Sripad Dandi Maharaj also was telling that, what is this green color? He said, all the plants are green in color. Their leaves are green color. He said, Krishna is blue, Radharani is yellow. And when you combine blue and yellow, it becomes green color. And he said, that's why they are nourishing us through green color. Radha Krishna are present in every plant. That's why the entire material creation, Prakriti, material nature is green in color. In Islam also, then there was an Islamic person sitting in the auto. So I told also that the most revered color in Islam is green color. Their flag is green. Mosque, they have hoist the green flag on the mosque. He said, but they don't know that green is the color of Radharani. Radha Krishna combined together. Like one sadhu was giving an example that once Goswami Tulsidas became very weak. He became very, very weak. So Ramchandra was worried and he sent Hanuman to investigate why Hanuman asked Goswami why he is becoming so weak, lean and thin. And why so sick? All the chanting Ram Nam. So Hanuman went to him and saw that Goswami was lying on the bed. He was very thin, very, very thin. And he was chanting Ram, Ram, Ram. And then Hanuman realized what the problem is. Hanuman told Goswamiji, you are making a big mistake. You are only saying Ram, 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 Ram. Rather, you should say Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram. Because Sita is the mother, Ram is like father. If mother will not nourish you, it is the job of the mother to feed. So, because you are chanting Ram, Ram, you are becoming thin. If you will chant Sita Ram, Sita Ram, Sita Ram, your health will improve. So, and that is what Goswami Krishna did. And then after that, he became very stout and strong, very chubby. So we saw the deity of Goswami Tulsidas also there. So satisfies three unfulfilled desires, desire instigated by his relish the prema of Srimati Radharani in Braja pastimes. Krishna accepted the mood, bhava and complexion of Srimati Radhika, the embodiment of prema, and descended in the form of Sri Sachinandan Gaura. Now, Krishna wanted to relish the prema of Srimati Radharani in his Braja pastimes. So Krishna had three unfulfilled desires. To understand the glories of Radharani's love for Krishna. What relish Radharani receives in serving Krishna? What happiness she receives in serving Krishna? All these desires were unfulfilled. So he came in the shape of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, but he was Antar Krishna Bahir Gaura Darshit Angadi Vaibhava. Although he is Krishna, but he was in the mood of Srimati Radharani. And he fulfilled these desires. That Gata Parama Dashantam, just a Chaitanya Rupa, Anubhava Paramapta Prema Bhopishim. So he relished the moods of Radharani. Shri Gaura Sundar, the ocean of nectarian sweetness, is indeed the most astonishing combination of the ocean of rasa and the ocean of prema. Now imagine how beautiful must be Mahaprabhu. Like Radharani's beauty, very famous. Like Krishnadas Prabhu, the great Kirtani is sing this. Choti si kishori mere angana mein khele re. Maine pucha lali kaun tero gram re. Uskaye boli mohe harsano gram re. Choti si kishori mere angana mein khele re. A small girl was playing in my courtyard. I asked that girl, "Oh girl, Lali, which village you belong to?" She said, "I belong to Varsana." So how charming is Radharani? But you mix into that the charming nature of beauty of Krishna. How charming must be Mahaprabhu. Swarna koti tarpana bhadeha varna gauravam padma parijata gandhavanditanga sauravam Koti kama murchitangri ruparasarangaram premadama devameva naumi gaura sundaram. Billions and billions of cupids, billions and billions of beautiful girls, society girls in the value branch will faint seeing the beauty of Mahaprabhu. There is no comparison to the beauty of Cupid and even Apsaras and Urvashis in the heavenly planets. But they will also think insignificant before the beauty of Mahaprabhu. So Shri Gaura Sundar, the ocean of nectarian sweetness, is indeed the most astonishing combination of the ocean of rasa and the ocean of prema. So Krishna is a ocean of nectar, rasa. Whatever rasa you want, he will reciprocate with you. Akhila rasamrita murti prasrumaruchirdha taraka pali kalita shamala lalito radha priyan guru jayati. Krishna can reciprocate with all the devotees. Those devotees in the mood of friendship like Shridam, Dham, Vasudam, Krishna, Brahma, Pukil. The devotees in the mood of servitorship like Raktak, Patrak, Rangan, Tangan and all. And he will also relish appropriately with the devotees in the mood of parental affection, like Upananda, Nanda, and Vinanda, and Yashoda, Rohini. He will reciprocate appropriately with devotees in conjugal love, like Radharani, Swapaksha, Lalita Vishaka, or Swapaksha, Srot Paksha, and there is Tatastha, or Vipaksha, like Chandravali. He will reciprocate with everyone. Those are opposite party of Radharani, he will deal properly with Chandravali also. So Krishna can reciprocate with everyone. That's why it's called ocean of medals. But Radharani is the ocean of prema. Who will give prema? Who can give us prema? Then Premda Shastraji was telling that Radharani gives us prema. Krishna cannot give prema. Krishna has prema, but he has a special prema, Vishaya Jatiya prema, which is like the mood of enjoyment towards Radharani. His prema is Vishaya Jatiya. But Ashra Jatiya prema which Radharani has for Krishna. And especially Radharani's maid servants like Rup Manjari and Rati Manjari, they can give us prema. So we'll have to approach Radharani for prema. She is the ocean of prema. Krishna prema mai Radha, Radha prema mayo Hari, Jivane marane nityam, Radha Krishna gati mama. Krishna is the embodiment of love for Radharani. Radharani is the embodiment of love for Krishna. So if you want Krishna prema, Radharani can give it to us. Because she is Ashra Jatiya Vastu. And actually some point was being made that there are some persons who pursue jnana, means impersonal knowledge, and some people pursue vairagya, means renunciation. These two words in Sanskrit, jnana and vairagya, they are masculine gender. Means they are basically male, knowledge and renunciation. They are males. But bhakti or devotion in Sanskrit is feminine gender. Now, person having male gender will be attracted to female. But two females will not be attracted to each other. So Bhakti Devi is female gender and Maya Devi is also female gender. So Bhakti, those who are practicing Bhakti Devi, they will not be overcome by Maya Devi. This is what Krishnananda Prabhu told in Ananda. I said I appreciated that point. So Bhakti, by practicing Bhakti, we can avoid the snare of Maya, the noose of Maya. That point he was making. So Radharani, she is also helping us get Krishna Bhakti. But in Padyavali told that Mathura Devi is also Devi, she is also goddess. So Mathura Devi is a very good goddess and she has friendship with Yamuna Devi, Vishaka Devi. Vishaka is nothing but Yamuna. So Mathura also can give us Krishna. Vitarati Mura Mardana Prabhuste Nai Bhajamana Janayam Kadapi Vitarase Pata Bhakti Yoga Metan Mathura Mahimata Vakira. That Bhakti Yoga which Krishna will not give very easily to the living entities, but Mathura Devi will very easily bestow that Krishna prema. So that's why the first parikrama we have to Mathura. Always we pray to Mathura. Shravane Mathura Nayane Mathura Vadane Mathura Rudaye Mathura Purato Mathura Parato Mathura Madhura Mathura Mathura Mathura. Like we went to Ayodhya today. What is the meaning of Ayodhya? Means not. Ayodhya means conquered. There are actually 7 cities in India which bestow liberation, and one of them is Ayodhya. But this Ayodhya Devi is also glorifying Mathura. Kashi is also serving the lotus feet of Mathura. Dwarka is serving the lotus feet of Mathura. If you do bhajan in Mathura, you get bhakti as well as liberation. But if you do bhajan in Ayodhya or Dwarka, you will get only mukti, liberation, not bhakti. Only bhakti can be obtained only in Mathura Dham and Vrindavan. Bhukter Govinda Bhakter Vitara Chaturam Satchidananda Rupam Yasyam Vidya Yugalam Udayati Tarakam Parakam Cha Krishna Sutpatti Khila Khanfara Jagan Mori Ratnasya Sate Vaikunthaja Pratishtha Pratetu Mathura Mangalam Sanatam. So this Mathura is more glorious than Vaikuntha. Because Vaikuntha Krishna has to bow down to none. But in Ayodhya, he will bow down to Vasishtha and other great sages like Vishwamitra. But in Mathura, he will bow down to everyone. All sadhus, elderly mothers, elderly gopas will bow down, offer pranam to them, take their blessings. So, one time Krishna's uh, paternal aunt came, Sunanda, means Nanda Maharaj's sister. She came from her in-laws' place to Krishna's house. Then Mother Yashoda told Krishna, offer pranams to your paternal aunt, to Bua, Pishi, offer pranam to Sunanda Bua. And Krishna said, Mother, what will I get if I offer pranam? Will I get a beautiful wife? If I'm Yashoda said, yes. If you take the blessing of elders, you'll get a very beautiful wife. Then Krishna was relentlessly offering pranam. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. He is going on offering pranam. When he heard that he will get very beautiful girlfriends and wives if you offer pranams, then she kept on blessing. He said, don't worry, Krishna. You will get a lot of wives. Now bless you. Stop now offering pranam. Anyways, so that prema is so easily available in Mathura. So Mathura, if you do bhajan in Mathura, you will get Tarak Vritti of Mathura. Means Mathura will bestow liberation from birth, disease, old age, and death. And also Parak Vritti, it will bestow Krishna prema upon you. Krishna Nam is Tarak, and Ram Nam is Krishna Nam is Parak, and Ram Nam is Tarak. There is some speciality of Krishna Nam. In Krishna Nam, Ram Nam is included, but not vice versa. So Shri Krishna accepted the mood, bhava, and complexion of Kanti of Radhika, the embodiment of prem, and descended in the form of Sachinandan Shri Gaura. Now this is also important. Sachinandan. Why is generally it is considered very, very disrespectful to address someone by one's mother's name. Like many times gopis are angry with Akrura. They say, Akrura, we have simply disturbed our peace in Braj. We are happily living with Krishna in Braj, and she have actually thrown a thunderbolt which has dried up the water in this lake of Braj. We are like fish out of water. We are flapping like without water because we cannot breathe. We are like a thunderbolt who dried up the water. Krishna is in Sanskrit, water means jivana. So we are a thunderbolt which dried up our jivana, our very life. Krishna, you took away Krishna from Braj. So they address Akrura disrespectfully as Gandhini Nanda, son of Gandhini. When Akrura was born, Akrura was staying in the womb of the mother for long, many years. And then someone told his father that your wife is having a lot of trouble because your son is not coming. Your son is not coming out of her womb. So you start donating cows. Maybe Akrura spoke from the womb of the mother. Then other, if you donate cows to Brahmanas for 12 years, I will come in. So Gam means cow, Dini means giving charity. So his mother donated cows to Brahmanas for many years, then Akrura came out of the womb. So Akrura gave pain to his own mother, so Gopis call him son of Gandhinandan disrespectfully. But here, when we are addressing Gaurari as Sachinandan, we are not being disrespectful to him. Rather, we are telling that how Shachi is very merciful, she is Yashoda. So we are calling you Sachinandan or Yashoda Nandan. So be kind to us like Shachi Devi, like Yashoda Devi. Shachi Devi has very soft heart. Yashoda Devi has very soft heart. So you should also exhibit the qualities of your mother and show softness and mercy to us. That's why we address Gaurari as Sachinandan. Much more than we address him as Jagannath Mishra's Nandan. He is son of Jagannath Mishra, who is Nanda Maharaj, great personality. But still, his popular name is Sachitanaya, Sachinandan. Sachi Sunu. Sachi Sunu. Shri Gaura Sundar, the ocean of nectar and sweetness, is indeed the most astonishing combination of the ocean of rasa and ocean of prema. The full waves of Madhur Ras forever swell within him in their completeness. So, Gata Parama Dashantam Yasya Chaitanya Rupat, Anubhava Padamaptam Prema Gopishumita, means he relished the Madanakhya Mahabharata, Sudipta Sattvikar, Ashta Sattvikar, fully blazing ecstasies, which were never seen in anyone's body so far, which were seen in Mahaprabhu's body. Anudhatya dwaratrayam vittitrayam ulangachai kalingi surigi surabi madhye patita. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was locked up inside 3 gates and 3 walls in Gambhira, a small room. And morning time, you will see him outside the 3 gates and 3 walls of Gambhira, and he was unconscious between the miniature cows of Orissa. And the cows are licking his body. All his bones are separated. All his joints are separated. They are elongated. Sometimes he's very long, sometimes he's very fat, sometimes very thin, fine. These symptoms are not described in Radharani's body, but they happened in Radharani's body. But because devotees will feel extremely distressed if they read about such conditions of Radharani, they are not described. But in Mahaprabhu's body, such symptoms were seen. That is the highest ecstasy, Mohanakhya Mahabhav or Madanakhya Mahabhav. Mohanakhya Mahabhav happens in the mood of separation. Madanakhya Mahabhav happens in the state of meeting. So, Mahaprabhu came to taste this rasa. So, it is only for testing the rasa of the ocean of his sweet pastimes that the topics described in this Madhurya Kadambini are realized. By regularly putting into practice with devotion the topics in this book, the sadhaka bhakta can easily traverse the various obstacles to bhajan, such as aparad and the desire for wealth, worship and prestige and achievement. We should regularly study this book, then aparad will go away. Seva aparad, dham aparad, nam aparad, bhakta aparad, ekadashi aparad, tulsi aparad, all will go away. The desire for wealth and worship and prestige, which are very detrimental, they will also be curtailed, and one will develop Krishna prema. In this way, by relishing the Madhurya Bhagwan, his life is forever blessed and fulfilled. All this is, of this there is no doubt. So, we should try to relish the Madhurya Bhagwan. Krishna is very sweet. It is told that Madhuram Madhuram Vapurasya Vibhor Madhuram Madhuram Madanam Madhuram Madhuranti Madhusmitam Etataho Madhuram Madhuram Madhuram. His face is sweet, his mind is sweet, his body is sweet. Body is sweet. This is even sweeter. His smile is even sweeter. Sweet, sweet. Chikuram Bahalam, curly locks of hair. Viralam Brahmaram. It appears as if some bumblebees are sitting on lotus. His face is like lotus and his curly locks of hair is like string of bumblebees to release that nectar from his face. Very sweet lips, very sweet face. So, Krishna is all sweetness. We should try to release this Madhurya. In concluding this book, the most revered Srila Vishnu Thakur showers his mercy and blessing on the entire world, saying, by the compassion of Shri Sundar made his Madhurya Kadambini, which has arisen from the ocean of his transcendental pastimes, thoroughly cool and completely satisfy the inhabitants of this world, who are endlessly burning in the fire of the threefold miseries with its shower of nectar. Today it was very hot in Ayodhya. I went and sat in the stream of Sharayu, chanted my Gayatri inside the water. Immediately it cooled me down. Sharayu's waves, Mother Sharayu's waves kindly embraced me and pacified my agony. I felt extremely purified. Where this Sharayu emanated from? From Man Sarovar, from the mind of Lord Brahma. So, when so much hot season is there and suddenly rain comes, some drizzle of rain comes, it cools down everything. So like that, people are suffering from Aridavik, Adhyatmik, Adhibautik kleshas, threefold miseries. Some are suffering more, some are suffering less, but everyone in material world is suffering. But this Krishna's sweetness is compared to a cloud bank of nectar. And when then Krishna's cloud bank of nectar this Madhurya Kadambini, this cloud bank of nectar in sweetness of Sri Krishna showers the nectar on us, we'll be drenched in that sweet nectar, cooling nectar. Then we'll feel completely freedom from these threefold miseries. So therefore, this is the wonderful blessing we have. That Piyusha Prativedinastri Jagati. Krishna is telling one verse in Padyavadi that Krishna has spoken that Avirbhava Dinena Ganito Etustaniyan Pishye Papina Chaparada Vidinam Natyan Ovardhati Piyusha Prativedinastri Jagati Dukha Druha Sampratam Premanastasya Guru Katham Nukaravi Vangishtata Yadhavam. That even one will taste one drop of this nectar of Radha Krishna's love. Krishna is telling that if any living entity will relish even one drop of this ocean of love we have, Radha Krishna's love is like an ocean. If someone will taste even one drop of this ocean of love, he will be free from all the miseries. So, Samasta Dukkha Khandanam, Bhakta Chitta Ranjanam, Namami Nandanam. So that's why we should try to regularly read this book. So thus ends the Piyush Varshini Vritti on the 8th shower of nectar named Purna Manoratma, the absolute fulfillment of the source yearning. Thus ends the Madhurya Kadambini. So we have completed this particular book, Madhurya Kadambini, by Gurudev's mercy, Bhaktivedanta Dandi Maharaj Madhurya's mercy. I thank all the devotees who helped in translating this book, like Vajanti Mala Bibi from Australia, and Madhukar Prabhu, and so many devotees, countless devotees. And glossary is now here. That glossary, if you find anything difficult, please read the meanings. And, so I will stop the class today. We have completed this book. Now we have an open slot for every Monday. I'll be on travel, but we will see that it's another book when we start it. Because there is no shortage to books we have. Then we have unlimited amount of books, and there is no limit to how many books we have. So let's try to pick up some other book as per your choice, and we'll continue with that one. And now today I hope there's some time for Srimad Bhagavatam, and for some Bhagavad. Hare Krishna. So I will just do some kirtan for 2 minutes, and I will rejoin you again for little small Bhagavatam class. I hope it is not too late. If you really want to stick around, because we have promised to discuss some Bhagavatam also. So some small kirtan if anyone can do. Anand Mohan Prabhu, everyone. Hare Krishna. Govinda Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you, Maharaj Dandavad Pranams. Thank you so much for taking us through Madhurya Kadambini class, which we would have never did it on our own, I think. So we thank you very much. So, dear devotees, thank you for joining. We will wait for Maharaj. Ananga Mohan Prabhu, can you please do some kirtan? Thank you.
Hare